Hey guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So before we start discussing today's topic, let me request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button here. Once you click on it, you will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner. Post you subscribe to my channel, also make sure to press the bell icon and click on all. You will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner so that whenever I upload a video, you get the notification about the same without any misses. Also, I would request you all to subscribe to my Telegram channel with the name HYIT Intraday Calls because I share a lot of things over there and it might be helpful to you in some way or the other. All right, so before we start with today's discussion, please allow me to mention about an offer that will reduce your capital requirements for trading various segments like the NSE futures and the MCX futures. Okay, talking about the NSE futures, you can trade contracts like Nifty, Bank Nifty, SGX Nifty, etc. with just 6,000 rupees for one lot, whereas in MCX you can trade one lot of crude oil, copper, natural gas, etc. for just 4,000 to 6,000 rupees. Okay, for gold and silver, it will cost you around 10,000 rupees per lot. And not only this, you will be happily surprised when you get to know the other features that are being offered. I can't give you all the details here as there are many, but I will surely share all the details post you get in touch with me. In today's scenario, if you want to trade one lot of crude oil, you need to have a minimum of 1.6 lakhs as your capital, that is 1 lakh 60,000. Similarly, for Nifty, for just one lot, you need to have at least 1 lakh as your capital. Now replace 1.6 lakhs with 4,000 to 6,000 rupees and 1 lakh with 6,000 rupees. It does make a lot of difference to a retail trader like you and me, right? So that's the help I want to extend or offer. And if you are interested, then you can get in touch with me on the details that are being shown on the screen and we can take it forward. A very good evening, guys. I hope everyone of you is doing good. So let's go ahead and have a quick look on two of the FNO scripts that have all the possibility of going up further. Okay, so let's hit the charts here. Right. So the first, so the chart, the time frame that is being used on this chart right now is 1 day time frame, as you can see on the top left corner of this chart. And the first script that I would like to explain about is GNFC. Okay. So the first thing that we see on the chart, the moment we see, the moment we have a look is there was a trend line break, right? It was a long trend line that was continuously going up, and finally it was broken here somewhere on 16th of September 2022, and then it gave continuous two red candles. Normally what happens is when a trend line is broken, we need to wait. We actually expect the stock to be, just a moment, we expect the stock to be coming down and going up further, find a resistance somewhere here, and then we expect the stock to be falling like this. But in this case, it did not happen. It directly went ahead, or I would say directly fell with two big red candles. Okay, so that obviously tells us that the bears were in absolute power and something happened because of which it fell so strong. Okay, the red zone that you see here was a support zone earlier, and post it fell, it consolidated for a while. So this is the consolidation zone that was created, right? So this was the consolidation zone. And after a couple of days, like 3 to 4 days, it again breached the support level and fell further. Now this time also it fell directly. Once the support level was breached here, it did not make any retracements like this, and then it fell like this. It was not the case, right? So it directly breached the support level, closed below it, that is here, and then again it gave a very sharp down move. Okay, so starting right from here till here, it was an absolute bear power. Okay, now What happens here right now is post this thing was over, it started the up move. Now, the point that you see here, okay, just a moment. Let me bring in another color. Okay, so this area was retested twice, if you can see here on the left hand side of the chart, right? So this level was a very important level because it has been retested. So it was tested once and it was tested twice. Another thing to note here is this area where the retracement happened, till where the upward retracement happened, is also a area of confluence, right? On the left, if you're not sure what is an area of confluence, then please go ahead and watch my video. I have explained it very clearly as to what an area of confluence is. Okay, so as of now in this video, let's not discuss about it. Just know that when this area was retested, it was an area of confluence, and this time the area of confluence was breached. So what happened this time is the stock did go up, retraced down, and then when it went up, that is when it has breached the resistance. So this move is a strong upward move. Okay, multiple factors are being supported here, right? So this obviously becomes a very strong up move, and we anticipate, or I would say I anticipate, that this guy will go up further. Now coming to the other perspective. Now, as you see here, this was the resistance level, right? This was the resistance level which is breached in the last trading session. And post the resistance was breached, this guy has actually traveled a little up than from the resistance zone, right? It is not the case that it has, traveled very close to the resistance zone, right? So once the resistance was breached, it did not close here, or it did not closed here. It actually closed here, which is a bit far from the support level right now. Now the red zone that you see here was a resistance zone, but post the candlestick has breached it, this resistance zone becomes a support zone or a support level. And the point that I'm trying to make here is post the candlestick has breached this particular zone, which was a resistance zone earlier and which is acting as a support zone right now, the price has moved a bit far from the support zone. So what should we do now? Do we go ahead and blindly take up a buy position here? The answer is no. So what I want you to do here is wait for this. So right now the resistance is this red line that you see here. Okay, so what you need to do here is you need to wait for this red line to be breached. If this red line is breached tomorrow and it closes above this particular resistance, if the closure of the candlestick, tomorrow's candlestick, is above this resistance zone, then initiate a buy trade. Okay, and if it is not breaching this resistance and closing anywhere below this resistance level, then wait for the script to breach the resistance zone, and only after it breaches the resistance zone you take up a buy trade. Okay, so what might happen right now? So the things that might happen right now is either this guy will consolidate for some time here, right? Or this might come down a bit and retest this support zone, and then it might go and breach it, right? Or it might directly breach this resistance zone tomorrow itself, and then it might continue an up move like this, right? These are the scenarios that might happen. But as a trader, what you need to do is wait for this resistance line to be breached, and only after that you initiate a buy trade. Okay, so I hope you understood the entire scenario. Now you got the entry point. Now the stop loss will be the swing low somewhere here, right? Put your stop loss here and your target will be here. Either consider the green line as the target, or you can consider this area as also the target. because as you can see here, again, this is a kind of a consolidation that happened earlier, right? So the low area of consolidation, which is this one, can also work as a resistance when this guy moves up like this. Okay, so this will be your entry. You're clear about the entry, right? After the this resistance is breached, this resistance is breached, you need to take the entry, I'm sorry. This will be your stop loss, and this will be your target 1, and this can be your target 2. Clear and simple, right? So this was all about GNFC. Let's move on to the next, um, what do I say, script. That is Kofuge. I'm sorry, just a moment. Let me get back to the cursor. Right. So very clearly, as you can see here, the red zones that you see here, this one and this one and this one, those are the two support and resistance zone that you see here. Okay. As of now, this zone is working as a resistance and the lower red zone is working as a support. Why is it working as a support? Obviously, it's because this candle has breached this particular resistance zone and has closed above it very clearly, right? Now, couple of things that we need to understand here is there are two major things that are supporting the up move of this particular guy. Okay, the first one is is that the triangle pattern has been breached in the upward direction, so it has all the chances to move up nicely from here. Okay, that is point number one. Point number two is that the resistance has been retested multiple number of times. Okay, it was it was tested here, number one. It was tested here. Okay, number two, it was tested here. Number three, and it breached the resistance on the fourth time. Okay, well, the reason why I mentioned this to be a resistance area is a completely different topic. So you can consider this not to be a resistance area as of now, because I have not explained why I'm mentioning this as a resistance area. So let's avoid this. Consider this not to be a resistance area. Okay, so three times you can say: first time, second time, and third time. And it was on the third time that this particular resistance was breached and the candlestick actually closed above the resistance. Another thing that you need to keep in mind is post the resistance was breached, the candlestick's price or the script's price actually did not travel far away from the support zone. Again, this red zone that you see here, that was a resistance zone before the candlestick breached it. After the candlestick breaches it and closes above this particular resistance zone, the same resistance zone becomes a support zone, right? So that is why I'm mentioning that the prices have closed above the resistance zone. But since the resistance zone has been converted into a support zone, the prices are very near to the support zone, which is a very good thing. This gives us a very good opportunity not to wait for the script to move up, then come down, retest the support level, and then when it moves up, we take the entry. That is not something which we need to do in such scenarios. Okay, in such scenarios wherein a resistance zone is breached and when the prices are very close to the support zone, we can directly initiate a buy trade right from the next trading session onwards. So expectation is it might go up like this. Okay, or it might go up like this and then consolidate for some time, then it might go up like this. Or it might go up like this, consolidate, come down, take a support here, and then move up like this. Anything can happen. But the baseline is you need to know the entry point. Okay, so here you take the entry. That is what matters, right? Just a moment, sorry. So here will be your entry, or you might also take the entry after the high is breached. Put the stop loss at the swing low, recent swing low. So this is the recent swing low. Put your stop loss just below the recent swing low, and this will be your target. Yeah, just below the next resistance level. Okay, so here is your entry. Here, let me bring in the pencil, sorry. Here is your stop loss, and here is your target. Simple, right? So I hope you're clear on the explanations and why am I recommending these two scripts to be traded on the upward direction. Why I'm recommending these scripts to be traded on a buy direction. Okay, so this is what so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Let's wait and see how the movement in the scripts turns out to be. Okay, so that's all from mine, guys, and I hope you all must be having a great weekend. And I'll see you all later. Take care of yourselves and happy trading. Bye bye.